zero challenges, opportunities within AI paradigm. So, without wasting any time, we are going to start the session, and I'm going to call on stage Dr. Muhammad A. Khan Khattak. So please come on the dais and express about the AI and cybersecurity innovation, creative and future trends.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to thank the PIIA, Dr. Masuma, and her secretary for inviting me to talk with you on this role of artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. Many things has been covered by a few speakers earlier in the first session. So I will just skip that and will cover those who have not been addressed so far. वैसे before moving onward, ये library जो है इसको पहले digital करना चाहिए rather than अच्छा ये I was sitting there और मैंने एक book यहाँ पे देखी है that how Russia is ruled. And regarding this book, there will be soon how AI is ruling. So we are very close to that as well. So moving onward to my presentation, here is the agenda of my presentation. A brief introduction and then onward some topics about my talk. And here's my brief profile. I'm working as Director of Science and Technology and Director ISS Co-Chair for Data Analytics and Edge Computing at Quaid-e-Azam University. My research area is AI, IoT, and information security. Beside that, I also have some research contribution as well with respect to a few publications, and then onward have some citation as well. We are also organizing some international conferences in United States, and the new Hornet of 2023 will be from 4 to 6 December at Florida. We have international collaborations with United States, UK, China, and I myself did my PhD research at University of Missouri, United States. And so far, more than 60 students from NUST. Earlier, I was at NUST as Dean Computing, and later I joined Quaid-e-Azam University. So more than 60 students are studying at University of Missouri from Quaid-e-Azam University and NUST. So we have signed some MOUs with these universities, and we have a full-fledged students and faculty mobility programs as well. Here are the famous quote. One of them has been covered a little bit by Dr. Masuma, the first one by Stephen Hawking, where the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. And though I don't agree with it, then the next one you can see computers are going to take over from human, and there is no question. And then Elon Musk AI will be the most likely cause of World War III. And the last one, if you have a look to Vladimir Putin, that is more encouraging. That country that leads in AI development will be the ruler of the world. And we should have this theme to keep our young generation motivated about AI. So what is AI? if we have a look, artificial intelligence by itself is nothing. It's human intelligence which is behind a machine. You can see that this is the contribution of human being, our human brain on human knowledge, which bring a technology, a hardware into life, and then it perform certain actions. The other thing is physical versus cyberspace. If we have a look, I wore this coat just to protect myself from the environment. Or similarly, we might have a lockout of this library to protect the resources in this library as well. Similarly, we all have some existence in the virtual world as well, in the cyberspace. For example, I have my Facebook account, I have LinkedIn, I have ResearchGate, I have Twitter, X account. Similarly, I may exist in metaverse. What about security of that place? My security over there. I have my digital account in all banks. I do my digital transactions as well. So what about security of all those resources as well? And that is a question mark. If we have a look, our physical security is static, well-defined. For example, you are sitting on this chair, so you have covered some space. Nobody can occupy this space. But for example, if you are sleeping, your virtual space, your digital space is still there, and people are interacting with that space as well. They are commenting on your pictures, they are looking into your videos, they are looking into your profile, and they might have some interaction while you are physically not there. And what kind of comments or response they have on your activities. So look at this, why we need cybersecurity. And if we have a look to the figure, the picture at the right side at the bottom. So data is the new oil. The world's most valuable resource is no more or no longer oil, but data. And we by itself is actually adding something in the data. I myself, for example, I'm talking, I am adding some data in the form of videos, in the form of my words, in the form of my slides. So I am actually a source to add something into the data. Then have a look to the biggest security breaches in 21st century. And you can have a look, there are some big giants, tech giants are digital giants, you can say. They have been threatened and they have lost millions of rupees and millions of users. And the question raised earlier as well, that who is responsible for that? And who should be punished for that as well? Then top 8 breaches in 2023, you can see we have lost our take on T-Mobile, Yum Brains, even ChatGPT, while there was a switching from ChatGPT 3 to 4, and it was down, there was a take launch on ChatGPT. Sometime we can say that COVID is a kind of blessing for digital transformation. Though it's a curse, specifically for those who lost their loved ones, but with respect to digital transformation, it's a blessing. And you can see that we have been forcefully transformed to a digital human, to a digital education system, or to a digital economy as well. If there was no COVID, there will be the traditional system, which was there from 100 of years. Why AI for cybersecurity? And that is a big question mark. If you can see, human has certain hereditary issues or you can say restrictions as well. Human have tiredness, they need sleep, they need food. And similarly, if they are restless, they are without food, it will have direct effect on their decision making. While there's no such restrictions with AI and computing. There's no restriction at all. And even in near future, they will not be dependent on these traditional electricity system as well, because there will be deeply charged battery, which make them independent from all these requirements as well. So how AI can make a difference, you can see here in this diagram what happened if we bring the two together. Even it's become beyond the understanding of human being that how to find out who is looking for you. For example, you can't see million of people at the same time with whom you are interacting on the internet, but AI can do that. And similarly, if someone is doing that, then he or she might need some rest. He or she might have a break. He or she might have some other obligations as well. So humanly, it's not possible to look at with whom and how you can observe and who is actually looking to intrude inside your system. Here is the AI security. You can see AI is actually helping us a lot to look into all these matters. And it's actually a three-phase process. The first one is to detect the suspicious person who is looking for vulnerability inside your system to launch an attack. Even if it happened, then the responsibility is to detect what kind of attack it is and which resources has been compromised. And then you just cut off all those resources as well. And then the next one is what recovery procedure you will have. So you should have a set of experts of AI and cybersecurity as well, which wouldn't be possible, but a simple AI model can do all these things for you as. And here is the benefit. This slide has been shared by George as well. So that is actually the AI which has been contributing for cybersecurity each and everywhere. That start from observation, then detection, then prevention, and the last one is the recovery mode. Here is the National Cyber Power Index. If we have a look, and that's a bit, you can say, not good figure with respect to Pakistan. We stand nowhere. We stand nowhere, and that's why we are lagging behind in these technologies. Fortunately, China and Japan from Asia is there, and that's a good sign that we can also have some competition. Here is with respect to cyber security. There is an article published at National Defense University, and Pakistan is rated 79th worldwide for cyber security. And just imagine how much our resources are compromised. And where we stand, Pakistan ranked 7th worst in cybersecurity. So we are with Algeria, Indonesia, Vietnam, Tanzania, and so on. No one among them is atomic power, but we are. So I think if we are in the top 7 in that technology, we should be, we can be in the top 7 in these areas as well. So it means the capabilities are there, but the means the intention may not be. Here is, look at this. This is actually from a newspaper in India, and they actually show it, their achievement, Global Cybersecurity Index, India in top 10, and beat China and Pakistan. So that was published in Indian newspaper as an achievement. Here is the state of cybersecurity in Pakistan. You can see the state of cybersecurity, lack of cybersecurity infrastructure, the first thing. Then the Pakistani banking sector, national bank was actually compromised, and they lost millions of USDs. Here is another publication, Cybersecurity, Where Does Pakistan Stand? We can stand somewhere once the people are aware that this thing is important for us. And later on, we can also build our infrastructure accordingly. Unfortunately, we don't have any infrastructure. Specifically, if I talk by government side, so infrastructure is missing. There are some efforts, some ventures done by the private sector, but not by the public sector. This is very important question. Is cybersecurity important to Pakistan? And that's where we need to bring awareness. That's what I am asking. Individually, no, it is important, but the system, is not accepted. Biggest data breaches in the history of Pakistan, that is against the National Bank incident. Then Pakistan government approves new cybersecurity policy, cybercrime agency. Myself is actually a real example of that. Many people have created my Facebook accounts and asking for money from people. And my students are studying in FIA, and I requested them, and they couldn't find who was there. But just there was a message, बस ये एक SIM card है और ये किसी के नाम पे register नहीं है और उससे ये ID बना है. My own students serving in FIA. So, and they are at the position of deputy directors and heading all these departments. So look at how much these policies are implemented and how much they are helping people.
Doctor,
So,
we have another speaker as well,
Yes,
lack
yes,
of
yes.
time.
yes.
And
Actually, I will take as much time as you took.
so,
So no end in sight for audio video leaks culture as well. There's another dilemma, you know about it, how it may happen and who is responsible and how we can prevent. Look at this, here is certain measurement, individual security, technical security, and similarly inside internal team and data security as well, that the people should be aware and they should know about it as well. Here is another one. This is a very common incident that our official websites has been hacked by Indian hackers. So recent audio video leaks. Where is Pakistan in the world of cybersecurity, and what can Pakistan do to become stronger against cybercrime? So moving onward, look at this, the top cybersecurity budget around the world. And Pakistan is no more. So that's why cybersecurity has been compromised, because we don't have any allocation of budget for that as well. And beside in US, if you have a look, beside public sector or government allocation, there are tech giants who are allocating budget for cybersecurity. And unfortunately, even in Pakistan, we have few tech giants as well, but they have their own interest. They are not allocating budget specifically for that public sector as well. And now coming toward AI, if we have a look, there are some problem with AI with respect to data privacy, accuracy, and trust as well. Because the AI model look into all the possibilities which has been there, and that's why all your data might be exposed over there. Everything is not positive with AI as well. We also have AI failures as well. So we shouldn't rely totally on artificial intelligence, but we should actually take it as an opportunity, as a helper to help human being to control certain things. You can see here more than 400 crashes by autonomous vehicle. And because of these crashes, Elon Musk by itself is facing many cases in the courts at United States. Here is the future prediction. Prediction is not always on the right side. Nokia by itself was a top company, a big tech giant in cellular network, and it's no more there. So you can see the CEO of Nokia in tears, and he said we didn't do anything wrong, but somehow we lost. Here are the most important thing about the ethics of AI, which has been missed in earlier presentation as well, that we beside awareness, we should also let the people, even the developer, know that what are the boundaries, what are the limits. Then onward, budget allocation for AI as well. The other budget slide was for cybersecurity, and this one is for artificial intelligence. And China and United States is actually investing much more than the whole world. You can see in this slide, top countries with the highest private investment in AI. And even if you aid United States and China budget allocation, it is much more than the whole world allocation. And unfortunately, we are nowhere. Here is a little bit initiative that has been taken by President Arif Alvi, and he allocated some budget of 2.7 billion just to bring awareness, to train our young mind, to train our young students to know about these technologies. And if after these trainings, you have seen an increase in exports of Pakistan as well. So here is the future of AI. You can see AI will be everywhere, including cybersecurity. There's a bit issue with connectivity of these devices, but with the deployment of Starlink, our full-fledged service provided by Starlink will actually address that issue. This is the new area of AI, or a new phase of AI, generative AI, that they by itself can generate different things as well. And the positive thing here is the competition between the tech giant. So it will be more helpful for the human being once this competition is there, because everyone will try their best to provide the necessary service as well. Here is the Cybersecurity Annual Report 2022. And unfortunately, they have also identified certain challenges. And you can see here, lack of infrastructure, no budget. School of Internet Governance was established earlier in 2015 by HEC Pakistan. But so far, there's no outcome of that. Lack of responsibility fixation and lack of awareness. Here is, you can see the famous quote. There are only two types of organization: those that have been hacked and those that don't know it yet. So it's up to you where we stand. And the eagle at the bottom actually show or give us this message that it's important to be in the right direction. So rather than speed, your direction is more important. So we need to check either we are in the right direction or not. Thank you so much. It's my card. If you have any query, you can write me. And thank you so much.
Thank you.